Hi everyone, we're going to look at how to do evaluating expressions. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out letters, variables, and we're going to substitute in values for those variables and see what we get for that whole expression when we plug in those numbers. So for 4x plus y in parentheses plus z, we're going to take 2 and plug that in for x. We're going to take the y value of 8, we're going to plug that in for y, and then the z value of 9 will go in for z. And we're going to figure out what the answer would be with those numbers plugged in place of the letters. So it'd be 4 times the x plus the y, and then close your parenthesis, plus the z's. You got to be very careful to make sure we don't change the problem except for taking out the letters and substituting in the numbers in their place. Now we follow order of operations as always. So 2 plus 8 will go first in our parentheses. That would be 10. So 4 times 10 plus 9. And then again, order of operations says to multiply first and get 40 plus 9, which is our answer, 49. For the next one, we got to be very careful. It says x squared when x equals negative 3. So what we have to do here is we have to square the negative 3. Now, if you do it like this, you're going to get it wrong if you use a calculator for this, because if you type it in just like this, it'll actually make it squared first and then make it negative. So that would be wrong for this problem. This is equivalent to that, but that's not what the expression is equal to when x equals negative 3. Because what we're doing here is we have to square the whole negative 3, like this. So we can use parentheses, and then if you needed to type that into a calculator, you could do it from there with parentheses, or just think of this as negative 3 times itself, which should be a positive number, since any negative times a negative is always a positive. So it should be positive 9 there. So be careful. Whenever you square a negative, it should be positive. And be careful how you type it into a calculator. If you use one, you got to use parentheses around it if you do it like that. For the next one here, we're going to again plug in some values for x, y, and z. So x is 4, so that'll go in down here in the bottom. Y is 8, and z is 10. Now at the bottom there, we got x and z side by side. We have to remember that xz is really x times z. So when we plug in these numbers, we're going to always use parentheses around them so we know that we're multiplying them. So it'll be 200 times our y divided by xz, which is 4 and 10, again with parentheses to show that we're multiplying. So 200 times 8 would be 1600. 4 times 10 would be 40. And then doing this division here will give us 40. So the value of this expression, when I plug in those values, is just 40.